Izzy, and I'm doing Meal Prep Sunday. Meal Prep Sunday is the Sunday before our 10-day reset starts. So technically it kind of starts today for the fact that you are prepping. As far as the strictness of the meal and getting your head in the game and all of that stuff, we'll be talking about that more over in our membership group. However, you all are still part of the Well Nourished tribe. And this is for those who maybe just don't have the financial commitment to make it into the membership club, but you should never be denied health education. And the way I figure it in this group, if I was to run into you, hypothetically at the grocery store, and I could talk to you easily, if I was at the grocery store with you, what information would I share with you there? And I would give you a lot. So I'm going to give you a lot today in this meal prepping little, I don't want to say seminar, but this is more like a hangout. Like, we're just hanging out. So one thing, and this is by no means a requirement, a part of the cleanse, this is just something that I do. I tend to go grocery shopping and I buy Pedialyte. So I will sip on Pedialyte and really get myself hydrated while I am prepping food on Sunday. I go ahead and I prep food for me to eat for tonight, so that tonight I will have my soup, my vegetable soup, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm just getting myself in the right mindset to start tomorrow. And that's really what Sunday's about. Sunday is all about you preparing yourself. So here shortly I'm going to take my shower. I'm gonna give myself an oil massage, so Abhyanga. It's part of Ayurveda oil massage that's very healthy and refreshing, and you actually absorb fat into the body, healthy fats into your body without having to consume the calories in that way. So it's very natural-esque and herbal and whatnot. So drinking my Pedialyte, I'm tuned in. This is gonna be fun. It's kind of like today's the Izzy show. So we're gonna have some fun. Right now I am caramelizing my onions and garlic in, I have grapeseed oil and tomato paste, and I can move the camera around in just a moment. I've got it going in the pot and it's sizzling, if you can hear it. I've got my spoon. This is why I get to talk to you, and I just give it a little stir here and there. This, I find, gives the soup so much more flavor. I am going to be making just a really basic, super easy, anyone can do this kind of soup today. So, chicken broth, you can use vegetable broth. I just prefer chicken broth. Got me a little carton of it, and I bought this big giant bag of vegetable melody. Making it pretty quick and easy, right? I already have the tomato paste going in the pot, but I also bought this giant can of crushed tomatoes. And if you want, you could always add some chicken. So I have some chicken in the fridge left over from what I cooked the other day. I'm probably just going to chop it up and also toss it in because I'm making a lot of food. This isn't just for me. This is also for, my family is also going to be eating this too. And I've got lots of supplies. You can check out the video I posted just a little bit ago where I went to the grocery store and I bought so much vegetables and cans that I can really make some healthy soups this week and most of next week as well, because these are really great leftovers. And for 10 days, I'm spending about $100 on food. Now, does that include for everyone in the family for every single meal? No, this is for my meal prepping. So I also have for my lunch, I bought some, what's this called? Roast, it's just vegetables for roasting. And I am going to get this on the skillet here shortly and cook it up while I'm also cooking, look, this giant length of salmon, which will easily prep me out for the whole week. This is easily my 5 meals, maybe even 6. And I'm gonna cook this up, and this was only $6.99, right? Like, how much do you have? Okay, this week I've heard so many people in the group say that they went to Arby's this week. All right, don't go to Arby's. Don't go to fast food. This is so much faster. This is faster. I'm gonna prep this. Now, I like meal prepping salmon for my 10-day reset. I occasionally do chicken, but mainly I do salmon because salmon for me tastes okay reheated, and I don't like reheated chicken. So if you find that, then maybe you want salmon, or maybe you just want to prep vegetables. And normally I don't even, like, this is something new for me. Normally my vegetables, I'll get a frozen bag of peas and carrots, or even something like this, and I will cook up my rice, and I will put this into the little container, and as it sits in the fridge, it's going to thaw out, and then it's super ready for me to just pop into the microwave. So I don't have to cook up the vegetables, cut them up, anything of that sort. They are prepped and ready. And why would I choose all these frozen vegetables? Why wouldn't I just go buy a ton of produce? Well, for one, what if I change my mind and I don't eat it? Okay, it's gonna sit in the fridge, it could go bad, it would get wasted, we're wasting money. I'm not about wasting money. In fact, you probably should save money during these 10 days. And you're actually getting more nutrients from the frozen ones. Like, what? So who's heard this, right? These produce that's sitting out, it looks beautiful, it's amazing, but it's losing its nutritional value sitting out. So if they can pick it, cut it, and then freeze it, and it's like that flash frozen, it's keeping as much nutrients as it needs, and by sitting in the freezer, it's not losing its nutritional value, the same as if it was sitting in the refrigerator each day, losing its nutritional value. So meal prepping, we want to be smart. We want to get our money out of it, right? Okay, so I have got this going. This is looking pretty good. It's starting to get a little bit of burntness going, so I could turn it down, or I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and say I am ready for this. Let me angle you over here. Whoop. So we've got the crock pot. Yes, there's a giant jar of pickles as well. Pickles are good when we're not doing the reset. They're really healthy and they're a great snack, but we're not doing snacks on the reset. So they're gonna be fine. My kids will eat them. No problem there. All right. So I've got my sauteed, maybe you can see it just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here in the crock pot. Ready to go with that. And then I'm going to, this is fun. Trying to be your own camera person while cooking is kind of interesting. Let's see if we can angle this back up. I told you, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like the Izzy show. I'm gonna go ahead and dump in my chicken broth. So I've been doing this 10-day reset for a while. I was doing the Juice Plus reset 10-day shed, and as I continued to then do my nutrition certification and do yoga therapy, which we learn a lot of Ayurveda in there, I started seeing there was a lot of similarities, but there were also ways to improve. And then also coming from a background where I didn't learn a whole lot about nutrition other than like the Atkins diet and all these yo-yo diets and just eat chicken and keeping it really like weightlifter style, I really didn't know a lot about eating healthy. And so I started doing research in that, and then I wanted to create something that was actually going to be easy for the majority of people. So as I started shifting and adapting, and also being a mom, I'm like, how can we make this as easy as possible? Where were the areas that I struggled in, or if I was talking to someone and telling about it, what were the areas that were really off-putting for them. So in this, I have purchased a very nice can opener, because a crappy can opener will not carry you through a healthy diet. Not to say that everything has to be canned, but if you want to eat healthy and not go crazy, because maybe you're a working mom like me, we want to eat healthy, but we don't have time to slave over the stove. So I'm going to pour this entire thing. I'm not draining it. I'm just pouring the entire thing in. This is also going to give me a little bit more liquid because this is a very large crock pot. All right. I'm placing these in the sink. I'm going to rinse them and recycle those in just a moment. And, oh yes, the kids have kind of either broken, lost, or destroyed any scissors. So I don't have my kitchen scissors, so I'm gonna Wonder Woman this. All right, bag of vegetables. And really, like, that right there would be an amazing vegetable soup. And I might even just cook it like this so that I have the option of not having chicken in it. And then if the kids want chicken in it, or anyone else wants chicken in it, they can put the chicken in it for themselves. Right, the chicken's already cooked. It's in the fridge. So I'm just gonna make sure all of the veggies aren't clumped since they were frozen. Making sure that they're all nice and covered in the mix. And I really want to show you this because it looks beautiful. Like it doesn't look like I just whipped this together really fast. Let me see if I can pull this phone over. The lighting is so strange. Let's pull this over and check this out. Looks pretty delish, right? Now I'm putting the soup on first because it can go ahead and be cooking. And again, this will be dinner tonight as well, even for Sunday. So I'm not like missing out. I'm not missing out on cooking dinner for tonight. I'm cooking dinner for tonight, and I'm cooking dinner for at least the next 3 days. I try to cook out for the next 5 days, but I know for some of you all, you might not like, I'm trying to plug something in. You all might not like having something sit for so long in the refrigerator. So I like to hydrate. It's winter time, so my lips are getting chapped anyways, but signs to know that you might be dehydrated. One, if you're thirsty, you're already on the path to dehydration. Other things, if your skin is really dry, and you can notice with the lips as well. So that's why the oil, the abhyanga, oil massages are really important. You're absorbing fats. They're going to keep you hydrated. They're going to help with the hormones. And again, one thing, like, I'm just giving myself a healthy kickstart by getting the Pedialyte going as well. It is the holidays, so I think we need some holiday music. Alexa, can you play classic holiday music? Classic holiday music going. All right. Now I'm going to set this over here. I'm going to rinse this out when I rinse out my cans as well. I've got my pan ready. I don't know why that's sitting there. We've been trying to get the kids to do a little bit more dishes. So I've got, this is my pan, this is a flat pan that I use for salmon. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the stove. I do have some olive oil cooking spray. I'm going to spray it down. Now with the salmon, it's really going to be best to, if it's frozen, to let it sit out for a little bit so that it's not as frozen. With the vegetables, I could probably go ahead and get those sauteed up. I'm going to rinse that pan. I'm going to put the rice in it. So that means I'm gonna take a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and take my shower. I'm going to wash these pans. I'm gonna get the rice going. I'm gonna let the salmon sit out. So I'm utilizing my time in a way that works for me. I'm not letting the kitchen rule me. I'm saying, oh, well, it needs to wait. It needs to do something. I'm gonna go do something else that I need. This needed my attention right now. I got it. Okay, so the pan is sprayed, the stove is off, the salmon's sitting out. I'm gonna wash the pan, I'm gonna get the rice going, and then I will be back in just a little bit so that I can show you how to prep the lunch.